She closed her eyes as a teenager on a wind-beaten Swedish island. When she opened them again, 3 decades had vanished, and in her mind, it was still the same day. Her name was Carolina Olson. In 1876, Carolina was a bright, observant 14-year-old living on Okno, O-K-N-O, with the umlaut over the O, a small island where life followed the rhythms of sea, weather, and daylight. Her family was poor, but close. Days were filled with chores, fishing nets, and long Nordic winters that taught patience early. That year, Carolina complained of a toothache. It seemed minor, ordinary, the kind of pain that comes and goes. Then she went to bed and did not wake up, at least not in the way waking is supposed to work. Carolina's eyes remained closed. Her body lay still. She did not speak. She did not respond. She did not recognize voices. Doctors were called. Clergy came. Neighbors whispered prayers and fears, but she was not dead. Her chest rose and fell. Her pulse was steady. Her skin was warm. She was breathing. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Carolina remained in what physicians of the late 19th century could only describe as a sleep-like state. She did not eat normally. She did not move on her own. Her mother fed her small amounts of milk and sugar water, drop by drop, keeping her alive through devotion more than medicine. Years passed. Doctors examined her periodically, but medical science had little language for what they were seeing. Some believed she suffered from hysteria. Others suspected epilepsy. A few suggested catatonia or melancholia. No diagnosis fit cleanly. Carolina did not age the way others did. Her hair grew slowly. Her body remained slight, childlike. She did not menstruate. She did not speak. She simply remained. Outside the bed, life moved on without her. Her siblings grew up. Her parents aged. Sweden changed. Industrialization crept forward. New inventions arrived. New words entered the language. The world stepped into the 20th century. Carolina stayed behind. For 32 years, she lay in the same house, on the same island, tended daily by her family. She was washed, turned, fed, protected. There were no hospitals to take her, no institutions equipped to explain her, only family. Then, in 1908, something impossible happened. Carolina opened her eyes. She sat up, and she asked for her mother. Her voice startled the room. She was 46 years old, but her mind believed she was still 14. She recognized faces as they had been decades earlier. She asked about people who were long dead. She had no memory of the years that had passed. To her, the long sleep felt like a single night. One day, then morning. She was confused by mirrors, shocked by her own reflection, unsettled by the unfamiliar world around her. Clothes felt strange. Language sounded slightly off. Customs had shifted. Time had betrayed her. Doctors rushed in, stunned. Her case drew international attention. Newspapers across Europe reported on the sleeping woman of Okno. Physicians debated whether her condition had been physical, psychological, or something still unnamed. Modern scholars would later speculate about rare neurological disorders, severe dissociative states, encephalitis, metabolic disease, or prolonged catatonia. Some argue the sleep was not continuous, that she may have had brief moments of awareness that went undocumented. But even skeptics admit this. No known condition fully explains her story. Carolina gradually relearned daily life. She walked again. She spoke normally. She ate on her own. but she never fully caught up with the time she lost. Emotionally, she remained fragile, often withdrawn. She lived quietly for another 40 years. Carolina Olson died in 1950 at the age of 88. She had spent more than a third of her life asleep. What makes her story so unsettling isn't just the medical mystery, it's the human one. She did not choose to escape life. She did not choose to pause time. Time simply moved without her consent. While others fell in love, lost parents, buried children, and adapted to a changing world, Carolina existed in suspension. Protected, yes. Alive, yes. But untouched by becoming. Her story forces a question most of us avoid. If you lost 32 years overnight, would you still be you? Memory is identity. Experience shapes self. Carolina woke up intact in body, but displaced in time, carrying a self that no longer belonged to the world around it. She survived, but survival isn't always the same as living. Today, her case is still cited in medical literature, still debated, still unresolved, a reminder of how little we truly understand about consciousness, time, and the fragile machinery that keeps us awake in our own lives. Carolina Olson did not travel through time. Time traveled past her. And when she finally opened her eyes, the world she knew was gone. What would you do if you lost a significant amount of time in your life? Let me know. Stick around for more. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.